Welcome online, ladies and gentlemen. We're live streaming on Zoom. We are also live streaming on Facebook and YouTube at the very same time. We're going to put on a quick timer. That's your opportunity to check if your guests are here today, and then we'll get started. Alrighty, welcome online, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you're here in the Zoom room for today's official opportunity overview, you can go to the bottom and click closed captions if you don't speak fluent English, and we have all the languages there for you. We also have people watching on YouTube right now, so type in "G'day" from there, and on Facebook as well. In fact, we get hundreds and hundreds of playbacks from those channels later on as well. So even if you're watching the playback down the track, feel free to type in where you're watching us from. Today, you're blessed. You're going to be hearing from Christine Francois. She's actually one of our pioneers of the Caribbean, or the Caribbean, depending on what accent you've got. And I'll hand the presentation over to you.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great evening. And trust me, you will want to have a pen and notepad for this one. Drop in the chat, where are you chiming in from today? We always love seeing where everyone is chiming in from. So folks, let's get started. So you might be asking, well, who is Neumi? Well, we are the trailblazers, the innovators, and we're dedicated to revolutionizing health and wellness through our cutting-edge technology, Hydrostat molecular encapsulation delivery system. The challenge has always been about poor absorption rates. Studies show that up to 90% of oral supplements are not fully absorbed by the body. This means that only a fraction of the nutrients actually reach the cells where they're needed. Our solution is Hydrostat, and we're transforming health with breakthrough science. Our proprietary production process, Hydrostat, sets us apart in delivering high-quality products that embody our commitment to excellence. There are three key factors here. Let's talk about the cell size. As you see on the far left in the diagram, human cells, that's a particular size. Most molecules offered by other solutions are way too big to cover all of the cell and get into that tiny opening of the cell. Ours, however, is very different. Ours is so tiny that it gets all the way around and into the cell. Hydrostat particles. Now, the surface area, our cells only absorb the section of a molecule they can actually touch. Our Hydrostat technology increases surface area so that cells can use the entire molecule. Now let's talk about the Hydrostat delivery. This is what makes it so exciting for me, because our bodies are constantly craving water. And here at Neumi, we've wrapped our ingredients in ultra-pure water for protection and instant absorption so that our supplements are absorbed before they make it to the stomach. Three key differences behind our delivery method. Now that we're able to get product into the cells, let's talk about the power of glutathione. This is the body's master antioxidant. It is the protector and detoxifier of the cell. It's the key to life, health, performance, protection, and longevity of every human cell. I was particularly excited when I realized that as of yesterday, glutathione is now one of the most studied molecules in the world, with now more than 203,000 studies on PubMed. That's exciting. Let's now talk about what doctors have to say about glutathione. Dr. Oz says, the most powerful antioxidant you've never heard of. It's one of the keys to fighting off the diseases you fear the most. Now you've got to write it down because it's critically important. And Dr. David Katz, director of Yale University's Prevention Research Center, says, if you are chronically run down, if you're chronically fatigued, if your body just isn't firing on all cylinders, low glutathione may be part of it, both cause and effect. As you see in the diagram, glutathione is reducing as long as we live. Your glutathione levels are reducing because of continuous attacks on your cells by the invasion of toxins, heavy metals, and exposure to radiation and free radicals. These cause damage and expedite the aging process. Glutathione levels are also reduced by any trauma the cells encounter, like injuries, infections, or disease. Now, have a look at the list I'm going to share with you and see if any of these resonate with how you are feeling. Now, high glutathione levels are associated with an extensive number of health, performance, and anti-aging benefits. Let's check them out. Signs of low glutathione levels include weakened immune system, physical and mental fatigue, muscle weakness and aches, inflammation, premature aging, and the list goes on. You can always get this list from the person who invited you to this call. Now let's take a look at the signs of higher glutathione levels. This is exciting. Boosted immune function, sustained mental and physical energy, optimal athletic performance, balanced inflammation, delayed aging and disease, healthy radiant skin, decreased graying or balding, and the list goes on and on. Now, glutathione has more than 400 functions in the body. Now, let's take a look at our Hydrostat product breakdown. Here's our disclaimer. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Problem number 1. Glutathione decreases with age, as you saw in the earlier slide, and environment, leaving no practical way to get it into the cells. Our solution is NutriSwish. Using our proprietary Hydrostat technology, Neumi has nano-sized glutathione, L-cysteine, curcumin, and other nutrients to become bioavailable within seconds. Under 70 seconds, actually. Just orally switch for 30 seconds or longer, then swallow. Here are just some of the wonderful benefits: immune boost, joint support, clean and sustained energy, and rapid recovery. Another challenge is skincare. Skincare rarely gets past the face layer of skin, resulting in the need for many products. Now, I know the ladies in the house, give me a wave if you have spent so much money on expensive products, and many of them contain harmful ingredients. Our solution is Neumi Skin. Using, again, our technology, Neumi has nano-sized glutathione, hyaluronic acid, curcumin, collagen, and more so that you can nourish your skin at its deepest levels. Here's what it does. Helps reduce pore size, smooth skin texture, lifts and firms, brightens and evens the skin tone, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, fights skin aging pollutants. Then we've got another challenge: to find a clean solution for energy and focus. How many of us in the past have been using other beverages? Now, be real. People often try to resolve low energy and lack of focus with harmful stimulants. Our solution is Neuro. It's available in select markets. Again, we use our delivery system to maximize absorption and effectiveness of the following ingredients: arginine, magnesium gluconate, L-theanine, caffeine, and other nutrients. Here are some of the benefits: enhanced memory, improved mood, increased focus, rapid energy, heightened cognitive performance. In today's our environment, there are disruptors that are having increasing negative effects on women's health and hormones. Our solution is available in select markets as well. Every woman knows about the inconveniences that cycles and hormone changes can bring into life. Experience rapid results through our Hydrostat technology. Now, I remember one woman who talked about her benefits. Boy, oh boy, she was carrying fans all over the place. And today, that has been totally mitigated. Helps alleviate bloating, cramps, and PMS. Supports healthy hormone function. Helps with hot flashes and night sweats, enhances mood and overall well-being. I know the men who love us would be really happy to hear about that. And then finally, healthy hair and scalp can sometimes be elusive due to issues like dryness, dandruff, and thinning, often caused by environmental factors, hormonal changes, yes, they do, or improper care. Our solution is Neumi Hair. Neumi Hair is a revolutionary new formula for full and lush leave-in hair therapy. Neumi Hair's hydrostat technology delivers its powerful ingredients, maximizing absorption for hair strengthening, scalp health, moisture and smoothness, heat protection, and increased hair density. Let's take a look at some amazing feedback. I have to tell you, I love Bill Gillespie. In my younger days, yes, in my younger days, I too, well, I was training to be a bodybuilder and I was also powerlifting. So I totally align with Bill. Using another glutathione product, he says, he broke a world record at 49 years of age. That's 804 pounds. He got on our Neumi product at 62 years of age and smashed that record bench pressing 1,129 pounds. Imagine getting older and lifting heavier. Now, if you want to hear more of Bill's story, I encourage you go look at the video. Talk to the person who invited you to this call. I totally get the way he feels. Then there's our friend Lachlan out of Australia. This is Michael's son. He's absolutely adorable. 24 years old, powerlifting athlete, personal trainer, and a gym manager. Week 3, he says, training recovery has been amazing. Coming into each session fresh, no soreness from previous weekly sessions. Already hitting personal best months out from my next competition. And anyone who lifts heavy weights will understand that you want to go into your next session without discomfort. Then let's talk about Dinesh. He's also a wonderful individual using our products, 34 years old. As soon as I started using NutriSwish on day 1, I immediately found I had way more energy. Also, prior to using the Hers product every month, I would have mood swings, bloating, and breast tenderness. However, since using them, I've found that I don't have any PMS symptoms anymore. Then there's Janae, formerly of Hawaii, now back in the US, in Florida. She's 55 years old, a natural health and skincare specialist. She says, wow, Neuro is a noticeable cognitive focus, clarity, memory, and energy boosting. Get a ton of stuff done swish that I'll never go a day without. Then we've got my friend Keith out in Louisiana. He says after suffering for almost a year with severe discomfort in his neck and shoulder from an injury, just 48 hours after beginning NutriSwish, I awoke realizing I had slept all night long. That was the first time in 1 year. Absolutely amazing. Let's take a look at some of our skin transformations. Neumi Skin. Elaine from South Australia. She swears she didn't lose weight during this 30-day period. However, look at the impact in reducing puffiness in her face and around her neck. Then we've got Linda from Indonesia. You can see the distinct difference. She said before using Neumi Skin, her skin was dull and rough, but after just 17 days, we can see her skin become bright, soft, and clear. And then there's this 84-year-old woman from Nigeria. She sprayed her face with Neumi Skin 3 to 4 times each day for 4 weeks. Her results were astonishing. Notice her skin tone looks more even. Then there's Donna from Texas. She was overjoyed with her results from 8 weeks of use. Notice the skin around her neck. The skin is tighter and looks like it aged backwards. And here's one of our favorite Neumi people. We call her the poster child for Neumi Skin. Sherry is in Indiana, and she was one of the very first people to use Neumi Skin. Just look at the before and after results now after 6 years. Yes, she's been using this for 6 years. Wouldn't you agree? She looks like her younger sister. Now let's take a look at some hair transformations. Rick from Utah says, I'm so happy to have been invited to participate in the trial group for this new product. Given the amazing results, I will continue. Then there's Jamie from Louisiana as well. After using Neumi hair for 5 months, I'm finally able to wear my hair shoulder length or put it up in a ponytail. As a result, my self-esteem and confidence are through the roof, and that is so important. Then again, here's Sherry. After years of amazing results with Neumi Skin, I had high expectations for the hair product, and wow, it exceeded it. Neumi, well, there's a new you with Neumi. Let's talk about our vision. Our founder, Stephen K. Scott, has spent his whole life searching for breakthrough products, purchasing the rights to those products, and marketing them on TV. Who remembers the Total Gym? I certainly do. Over the years, Steve has generated over $4 billion in revenue. Steve was ready to retire until he discovered what he calls the biggest breakthrough of his life, which is why he launched Neumi. We love our president and CEO, Aaron Renard, who says, "My aim is to ensure that Neumi is the most field-driven and responsive company within the industry." Now, I'll tell you a little bit about our Science and Medical Advisory Board. These individuals span, places like Harvard, Sloan Kettering. We've got geneticists, internal medicine practitioners, we've got holistic medical practitioners, and functional medicine practitioners. Think about Mayo Clinic, we've got the works. You can get more information about them on neumi.com, and they serve for free. Let's take a look now at the execution. You might be wondering, well, why home-based business? Well, led by our field-based approach, we empower our team and partners to drive meaningful impact grounded in unwavering principles of integrity, transparency, and customer focus. The home-based business is a huge industry, $207 billion in sales since 2024, 180 million people involved and growing fast. Now let's take a look at our statistics, Neumi. We are open currently in 74 countries in just 4 years, with over 250,000 plus members worldwide and an unparalleled compensation and benefits. The opportunity is yours for the taking. Leverage the power of Hydrostat, zero membership fees, free membership perks, member wholesale pricing, free business building tools, industry training, and marketing assets, 3 ways to earn weekly commissions paid up on 7 generations, and 4 ways to earn monthly commissions paid on all generations to infinity. So the opportunity is yours, ladies and gentlemen. Leverage the power of Hydrostat. You can earn return on investment, residual income, and build your legacy asset. So my question to you is, where are you at? You have 3 key options. You're ready to get started. You want to try the product, reach out to the person who invited you to this presentation, or you need more information. It's been my privilege and honor sharing this with you today. I encourage you again, get back to the person who invited you to this call, and we'll see you really soon. Have a great evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.